Ken, people are commenting about Bill Nye, the science guy, being on the cover of Popular Science magazine for September 2014. Inside the magazine, there's a long interview conducted with Mr. Nye, and a good portion of it is devoted to his debate with you at the Creation Museum in February. The author of the piece referred to you speaking to the media right before the debate, and that you supposedly politely refused to answer several questions from the press related to your proposed Ark Park. But what really happened that evening?
Yeah, that's simply not true. In fact, there was only one question. It wasn't that I refused to answer. I had to explain why I couldn't answer, and I'll explain that in a moment. But if anything, we could really say Bill Nye refused to answer any questions. Because you see, the secular media and Christian media that were there media from all over the world, gathered before the debate, and we had offered to come and speak to them. In other words, we said that, hey, we can make ourselves available for the media. And Bill Nye was invited to do that. He did not turn up. He did not come to speak to the media. I did. I was prepared to come and speak to the media, most of whom were secular. So at least I was prepared to go there to answer whatever questions that they asked. And it wasn't meant to be a press conference, but because I turned up and Bill Nye didn't, it basically turned into an unofficial, if you like, sort of press conference. And they were asking me all sorts of questions. I answered question after question after question. Then one person asked about the funding of the Ark project in relation to the bond offering. Now at that stage we're in the middle of this bond offering. Now you have to obey the laws, and the people that we were working with for the bond offering had told us that we could not answer any questions in relation to that. It would be against the law. We had a gag order by the attorneys of that particular company, because they said in the middle of a bond offering, you can't say anything, it would jeopardize a bond offering. So I explained that to the press. I said, hey, that particular question about the bond offering, because we have a gag order placed upon us because of the law, because of legal situation, can't answer that, but I'm willing to answer any other questions you asked me, and I did. So there's only one question I said I couldn't answer, explained why I couldn't answer it. It was a legal issue, just wasn't able to do it, and then answered all the other questions. At least I turned up to answer the questions. It's a shame Bill Nye didn't turn up to answer any questions.
Well, I'm wondering if the writer of this Popular Science piece was even there, because I doubt he was, because he reported it so inaccurately.
And you know, there have been others too that have reported on that so-called press conference inaccurately. Another report said that I stormed out of the press conference. Well, it wasn't a press conference to start with. And as I said, Bill Nye didn't even turn up, and he didn't answer any questions. And actually, we'd put a time limit on the media because I had to go and get ready for the debate. We had to do the debate. So at a particular time, I remember you came to the door and said, Ken, you've got to come and meet Bill Nye now, because we're going to be on for the debate very soon. And I said, I'm sorry, can't answer any more questions. I mean, I've got to go and do the debate. And so away I went. I didn't storm out of the conference or anything like that. But again, I say, I was prepared to turn up in front of the media and answer any question they asked me. Bill Nye refused to turn up.